Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to How Do I? We're gonna be playing Muso Stars, aka Warriors All Stars, same thing. Now, what we're gonna go through here is, just give you a brief explanation of what you should be doing, you know, some pro tips, some, things that might help you while you're playing. So, the first thing you're gonna notice, here are options. That's all we got. We got Story Mode, which is basically the only mode you can play. Encyclopedia, Gallery, Options. Alright, hop in Story Mode. New game or continue, doesn't matter. You know, we're gonna hop into this. So first thing you're gonna do when you start up and you want to play, we're gonna skip this cutscene. I'll upload that later. So you get your choice of characters to play here. If you look at the character at the bottom right, it says what story they're with. So there's three kind of characters, main characters that they have, and this one is just for Tamaki story. This one Shiki, Setsuna, Tamaki, Setsuna. So you can see what characters go with what main character. Now, for instance, each character is kind of broken down into two teams for like the starting mission. It doesn't affect anything overall, but so like Setsuna story, you've got Nobunaga, Lei, and who's the other one? There's another one. Oh well. But like these two have a different starting mission than Rio and Arnis, who are also part of Setsuna story. So if you pick Arnis, you get different. Actually, I don't even think there's an intro mission. I think you just hop into like the story. But if you pick Lei or Nobunaga, you have to do like a tutorial map, intro map first. So yeah, and then there's a couple other ones that you can mess around with. So we're just not gonna even mess around with that. We're gonna jump right in. So after you've gotten acquainted with your character of your choice, you're gonna be brought to the world map, and they'll give you a little tutorial thing on, hey, you know, here's how you play, you know, here's some system mechanics and all that stuff. And basically, you're gonna have like, you know, about this part of the map, and maybe a little bit more, you know, depending on what character story you have. And basically, for that part, you're just gonna want to do missions and clear out the map. As you can see, like over here in this map, see how it's like all dark and grayed out and stuff, and even right here is all grayed out. You can see that there's icons here, but we can't click on them like this. So what you're gonna have to do is go to missions kind of close to where the kind of border of the map for wherever your map is, and do these missions, and then that'll open up a big area like around here, and it'll keep opening up more areas of the map. And you're gonna want to do that, you know, to open more map. If you're just looking to go for endings and just kind of get some trophies and stuff, don't worry about clearing the map. Really only worry about it if you're on like going to like true story or true final end and all that stuff. So we're gonna hop into the shrine, the sanctuary. We're gonna explain some stuff here. So we've got a couple of I guess places we can go visit. There's like the a tavern, there's the inn. But basically the real kind of attractions here, there's the card guy, the refinery. Basically, instead of other like Muso games where your typical Dynasty Warrior where you get like a weapon for that character, like character uses a spear, you beat a mission, you get another spear for that character, and it might be different, maybe stronger, weaker, or whatever. This game, because there's so many different weapons and a lot of characters don't really use a traditional weapon, you're given cards, character cards. And so they have different ranks. There's C rank, which is the lowest rank, and then you've got B rank, and you got A rank, and then if I can go to Arnis, you have, where is it? Oh, I can't show it because she has it equipped. Whatever. S rank, doesn't matter. You have S rank, which is the highest rank. So now these cards have different effects next to them. You see this one has like love next to it, this one has darkness, this one has fire. Those are different card attributes, different elements. Every so often your attack will do that effect. Fire deals a dot that does damage over time. Love, I think, puts like a dot on them, but it doesn't do damage right away. You have to like damage them enough, and then it like explodes and does damage. There's also some other ones. There's like ice. There's lightning that does like a shock effect. There's ice that freezes them in place for a little bit. So there's a bunch of different stuff you can do here. You get these cards after beating officers I'm sorry, what are they called? Heroes in battle. And you might see a card, and after the mission you'll collect your cards. Depending on what difficulty level you're at, depends on what quality of cards you get. And not necessarily how rare the card is, but how strong it is. So I'll show you here. So for instance, there's this Hanukkah card. It has an attack of 30. It's an A rank card. It's got darkness attribute. It's got some friendship gift stuff, and it's got 3 blank card effects. But then we also have this Hanukkah card, which has attack 41, no attribute, 1 friendship gift, and 4 card effects. 2 of them are already taken up. If you're playing on pretty much anything other than chaos, you're gonna see like this low attack, like 30 attack, a couple of card effects. I mean, it's not really that strong, but I mean, you can see, I think I have some. Do I have some? I mean, even this one, which is a B rank, has more attack than this A rank. Like, has a lot more, 12 more attack. And so that's really where the big difference comes from in chaos difficulty. Like, even I think when C rank has 28 and that A rank has 30. So yeah, I mean, this is kind of the big boost that you're gonna notice when playing at different difficulties. Just this huge jump in attack power. I don't know what the highest is. I want to say maybe 50. I don't think I have anybody with 50, but you can, just from this, you can see that even like the ranking really kind of only dictates the affinity, like how much XP you can put with that card. And what that means is you use equip the card, use it on the character, and level the character up. Even if they're at max level, the card still accumulates experience. And then after a certain amount, it'll get bonuses like, let me see if I can see one. Lubu, do you have one? It's like this one, Lubu. He has like +4 next to his attack. So that means he's gathered enough experience and he's got like little bonus. I think it goes to +10 with like the maximum. But you can see that it just kind of adds another layer onto damage. Arnis has one. She's I guess it goes past +10. We're at +12 on that one. So the higher rank the card is, S rank obviously being the highest, gives you the higher affinity, which means it can hold more experience. It can and potentially grow stronger than the A ranks or the B ranks. Even like something like one of these A's, where it's this A has 44, even though this S only has 35, but our higher affinity means we can get more out of it, more attack damage out of it. So that's really what you're going to be looking for, and why you should be playing Chaos Rank. You don't have to. I don't know if there's anything really in the game that's like, hey, mandatory Chaos Ranks. Just, if you want to see, get the most out of your character. Now for this card shop here, you can enhance your cards. What this means is you can take your cards with different effects or cards without effects and kind of give them effects. So we can take this card here, and we can use take these blank card effects, and you'll accumulate materials and things through fighting and beating heroes in the game. And you can take them here and kind of add different effects to your cards depending on how many slots you have. So we got like double up, increase the amount of gold received, negates incoming damage at a certain rate, so certain intervals you'll negate damage, enables you all attacks to break through enemies' block when your health is very low, stuff like that. Then there's also enhanced card attributes. Now, card attributes are the lightning, love, darkness. You can either give them to cards like this one that doesn't have it, or for like this Zhao Yun that has lightning, we can either equip it with another lightning and kind of boost it. So like our regular lightning on this card is +2. We can add this +3 to that lightning and get +5. Maximum for this is +10. Once you get to +10, you can't do anything else with it. Or if you don't want, let's say you have like, I don't know, let's say this card. Let's say, man, this card's really good, but it's got like ability, like it's got darkness on it. I don't really want darkness. So let's switch it to something else. You know, we can switch it to love, or we can, you know, do fire or something. You can exchange it out for whatever you want. Like I said, see, this is darkness +8, and if I try and do another +8, it just caps out at +10. So get up to 10. Sell cards, pretty self-explanatory. You can sell a card, get some money. Destroy cards, you destroy cards and get materials instead of money. Create cards is kind of random. You take your cards that you have and kind of combine them together to try and get a like a better card. So let's combine these. And sometimes you just kind of, sometimes it works, sometimes it's like, I use 3 A rank cards with like pretty good abilities, and I got a C rank card out of it. So I mean, whatever. You can, I mean, it doesn't save, so you can just reload if you're really trying to like wheel and deal it. Let's see. Other than that, the only real other facility here is the training, which, if you're familiar with more recent Muso style games, you can. You know, they start introducing a lot of characters, and man, you can't be asked to level these guys up. So you can spend your money and level them up that way. Now, for this game, you can only level up the character to as high as your highest level character you have in your team. So the level cap is 50. We have Honoka and Arnis at 50, so I can essentially max out anybody else that I want. But let's say, you know, your max was like 20, then you could only raise another character up to level 20. So, but you can spend your money and, you know, level these guys up with having to take them into the field, you know, every single time and level them up that way, the old-fashioned way. In here, this is kind of like the, I don't know, the mission area or whatever. You can talk to this guy and you get requests from other characters. And basically, depending on what other characters you have in your party, you can accept requests from them and see, you fulfill the request, you come back here, say you finished it, you know, do whatever it says, like this one, Lubu, defeat 8 or more heroes and clear the battle while keeping your health above 80%. Self-explanatory, defeat more than 500 monsters in a single battle and clear it within 5 minutes. I mean, some of these are self-explanatory. You know, do X mission or defeat X amount of enemies in X mission, you know, all that stuff. You know, this one earn X amount of money. This one collects 30 female hero cards. So just put a bunch of females in your party, finish a couple missions, you're done. Clear a battle with 3 you know, special attacks or whatever. Now after you collect or finish the mission and collect whatever you need to do, you go back there, turn it in, and the hero in question will give you a card based on what level mission it was. So they'll each have 3 missions apiece. The first mission will always give you a B rank card. The second mission will always give you a rank card with 3 cards effect slots. And then the fourth or the third mission will always give you a rank card with 4 card effect slots. So now those cards, they're good for when you're starting off, but they're like the A rank cards I showed you before, where they're really just kind of there. Like they'll be like this, where it's like, hey, it's attack 30, you know, 3 card effects or 4 card effects, whatever. It's, you know, you can get better stuff by playing on Chaos. But if you're not ready for Chaos, then obviously, you know, clear the missions and do what you can. Now, once you get out to the world map, we're gonna go over some stuff here. Oh, also, if you need to change the difficulty, you go into Systems, go to Options, and go to Difficulty Settings here, and you can change it. You got Beginner, Easy, Normal, Hard, Chaos. So, another helpful kind of tip is the world info, and you have endings, so you can see what endings you have. You got the battle rumors, you got a quest list, so if you're on the map and you forget, you don't want to keep going back to the sanctuary and see what missions you have and what you don't have, you can look here. Battle rumors pretty much tell you what you should be doing or what you can do for missions to show up, like special missions, dramatic battles, depending on what character story you have. This one we have sets in the, tell you like, hey, in order to unlock this mission, do this thing. Now sometimes you'll have like question mark missions where it'll say, hey, you got, as you can see, you got this one part completed, but then you got another part that's incomplete. Now sometimes you can't get all the missions. Like for this one, you can't do both of these missions, or these missions. You can't do both of these because there's a choice that'll come up and you have to pick one or the other. Sometimes doing certain missions will cause, as you can see on this one, will cause a mission to be failed. A condition will be failed. See, it says don't clear the formidable threat battle. We cleared the formidable threat battle here to unlock some other stuff, but that was, we failed in this one. So, I mean, it really kind of gives you some replayability. You'll see this a lot when you're doing like the regular character story, and not like True End. But I mean, even True End, some replayability there. But you can see, hey, you do one mission, like this one. Hey, don't clear this mission, but you fail another one and stuff like that. Now, anyway, getting into battle in here, you're gonna be in an open map. You got all these different icons and stuff. These correspond to different types of missions. Sometimes you'll be over the map and you'll see like these missions will pop up. These like timed exclusive missions. The little clock will run out and then the mission will disappear. It's not that big a deal. But you got like monsters nests where you can fight monsters if you need to, for one of your requests. If you need to kill monsters, this is where you go, because most of the other missions will just be regular dudes. Enemy bases and stuff, Thieves Lair. None of these really matter except for this one, the deathmatch battle. Deathmatch battle is pretty much if you're playing the game, let's say you got through some stories and stuff, but you're really looking to kind of power level. Deathmatch is where you're going to want to look. And also sometimes these little red treasure chests will pop up and you can open them and get stuff. But deathmatch battle, everything, the kind of gimmick for it is everything is one hit kill. That includes you too. So you kill all the enemies in one hit, but you also die in one hit as well. And this is pretty much the best place to go for XP and money. If you need EXP to level some of your guys up, if you need money again to level guys up, or maybe you need to get some cards or something, I don't know. But yeah, so you go here, a deathmatch battle, preferably on Chaos for the highest level. Like I said, everything's one hit, so even like a really low level character, as long as you don't get hit, you're good. You can go there, use your little Muso Rush. It's your R3 button. You're invincible while doing Muso Rush. You can kill all that stuff in one hit. You also get bonus gold and XP and all that stuff from there. So that's pretty much your go-to for money and experience. And if you don't have any on the map, just kind of wait around. Look, here's another one popped up right here. You can get another one. Also, sometimes on the map, one of your teammates will pop in and say, hey, I picked something up. And you can get some equipment here. Now let's see, what else do we need to go over? Characters. Team organization, sure. Characters. You got your main character, your leader here. That's the character you're playing as. And then you can have 4 backup team members, which are kind of basically your assist characters. As far as, if you're playing anything less than Chaos, use whoever you want. When you're on Chaos and you need to know, like, hey, I'm getting my ass beat, who should I be using? Honika's really good. She does a good amount of damage. CC's pretty good. Solid character overall. Mari's okay. I prefer Honika over for Mari. So, as far as other good characters go, Nobunaga is retarded strong. So if you just need a really solid lame dude, I mean, he shoots a gun, he stays back, he just does a million damage. He's really silly. I heard people say Darius is really good. I played him a little bit, but I didn't have all his moves on lock at the time, so he didn't seem too good to me. But I mean, I heard people say he's really, really good. Lubu is Lubu. That's enough said. Wang, she's good. She throws throwing knives. She's another backline, stay in the back character. She can play really safe. Her like single target damage isn't that good, which becomes a problem in some later Chaos stages. When you have to kill a bunch of enemy heroes, and it's just like, man, I really need some solid damage out here. Lubu, again, he's Lubu. Tamaki is pretty silly. She has a lot of AoE attacks that she can use and clears out fields pretty nicely. Rio's okay. She's got some AoE, decent damage. I don't think she's, you know, really strong, but I mean, she's pretty good. She'll carry you through. Arnis, even though I've been using her a lot, she's okay. She's okay. She's not like that good or anything. William, Mr. Neo himself. William is his single target really strong. Really good for killing enemy heroes and stuff like that. But AoE's okay. Really, I kind of say like level them up if you're on Chaos. You know, you need a backup guy if you got like one person for AoE, one person for single target. Ryu, Nayane are okay. They're decent picks. Not as silly as like Nobunaga or Lubu, but I mean, I think they're pretty solid too. As far as like the two trap users, I'm not like, I don't really like them. I'm not sure how good they can get. They take some really weird positioning to maximize damage. I'm not really a fan of, but they might be okay. As far as assists go, Tamaki's really good for assists. Her level 1 assists increases attack and defense. Enough said. That's really good. Ofuna, if you have him if you have him with DLC, you have him immediately. He's pretty strong. If you don't have him because you don't have the instant unlock him DLC, you're gonna be waiting a long time to get him. But his assist is pretty good. Sistina's assist is pretty good. His level 1 assist like traps the people on the ground, stuns them for a bit, lets you get in free damage. Lubu is Lubu. Enough said. So, those are some characters there you can use. I mean, basically, like I said, unless you're on Chaos, you can use whoever you want. Like, I use Arnis for like most of the game, and like I said, Arnis isn't even really that good. I just kind of used her. I stuck with her, and I was like, all right, she seems okay. And then you play with some other characters, you're like, man, this is rough. It's rough. Like, I had to switch to Honoka because these Chaos missions are just getting a little too silly. Let me think. Anything else I really need to mention here? Let's see. We went over the Sanctuary stuff, missions, clearing map. I'm trying to think if I really need to go over anything else. Not really. You know, higher level difficulty gives you better rewards, more gold and stuff. Oh, regard. I guess we can go over regard. So for this game, you kind of build up bonds with other characters. You equip them, or I guess equip them on your team for assists, and after the mission they'll get like friendship or whatever with you, and that can be converted into different benefits. And there are different characters that give you that. Let me see, I can go to Arnis because she has like almost all of it done. But like for this one, projectile defense, I've gotten these characters up to however high friendship I need, and it reduces damage from arrows and other ranged attacks. So you get these different benefits from playing around with different characters. So, or at least, you know, having different bonds with characters. Now, each of these bonds is self-contained to a character. So even though I have level 5 with, let's say, Ryu Hayabusa, or I have Arnis level 5 with Ryu Hayabusa, if I switch to Ryu, his relationship with Arnis is level 1. It doesn't carry over. So you can have everybody maxed out, you know, level 5 rank on everybody, but you literally have to play everybody and use all the assists, you know, a million times to get them all leveled up. So I mean, it's possible, but it would take you way too long, and it's not worth it. But yeah, you get different little special benefits in that for doing that, so that can also help you on Chaos if you need to. Let's see. Other than that, I think that's really about it as far as getting started in the game. Like I said, play whoever you want, play whoever's fun to you. even on hard mode, it's not really that hard. It's pretty simple. Have some fun. If you're hurting for money and you need some money or XP, deathmatch battle is your way to go. That's really it. That's really it, boys. I hope this was helpful, informative to you. Let me know if you liked it. I can do some more of these for games in the future. Let you know, give you the pro tips, the quick strats, all that stuff. So anyway, I'll see everybody later the next time. Take care. God bless, all that stuff, and get out there, start slaying some enemy heroes, some demons, monsters, all that. Whatever fancies your boat, man. Do it. Do it up. All right, I'll see everybody later.